Hi, everyone. Welcome to the next installment of webinars from the Southwest District Alumni Association's Striving for Greater Professionals Committee. My name is Kat Howell. I am a life member of TBS and an honorary member of Kappa Kappa Psi. I have been a chapter visitation assistant for Tau Beta Sigma for the last several years, and I've been a member of SWATA now for many years as well. Today, we're going to talk about some LinkedIn basics. So this is just going to be the first few steps to setting up your LinkedIn and how to use the LinkedIn. Let us know if you like this content, if you want to hear or learn more about LinkedIn in the future, because there's a lot more to this platform than what I'm going to cover in just the next few minutes. So, first of all, I want you to think about LinkedIn as social media. Okay. So, this is not just a platform to pick back up every year, 2 years, or however many years in between your job searches. To be most effective, LinkedIn should be thought of as a social media. And so you should be using it pretty regularly. You should update it often. You should post fairly often. And we'll talk about these topics listed below in the presentation. First of all, your photo. We all know that a picture is worth 1,000 words. And for LinkedIn, some pretty basic guidelines are that your headshot should be taken from the torso and up. We don't need a whole body picture. It's very distracting and it doesn't let someone really see and focus on your face. And there should be a somewhat neutral or relevant background. So I've put my photo here on the screen. You can see that it's not just a plain solid colored background, but this was taken on MIT's campus, and that's where I work. And so it's not a super distracting background. I'm still there in the forefront. It's from about here up. So it's really focused on the face there. And this doesn't have to be a professional photo. You don't need to hire someone or pay for headshots. Most smartphones now have some type of a portrait mode or an ability to take really nice photos. You can even do it in selfie mode if you use the self timer, or you can grab a friend or a family member and go out and take some headshots for yourself. Now, keep in mind that this should not be a selfie style photo. We don't need to see the arm, sticking out, or like from a really high angle, trying to, do anything like that. So this should be, front facing and clearly not a selfie, but it can be taken on your phone. For the About section, this is going to be at the very top of your profile, and it should not be a resume regurgitation. Although, in addition to the steps I'm talking about today, you should fill in the resume type of info on your LinkedIn under past experiences. You're able to individually list your previous jobs and what you did at those jobs, and that's where you should put the more resume type of information. Now, About sections are really, really different. And so it's kind of hard to give a here's how to do one type of a thing, but just try to be creative and or highlight data from your experience. And so rather than saying, I did X, Y, Z at my past jobs, you can say that you fixed X number of things, or you managed this many projects, or you had this much improvement, 100% engagement, types of words like that to really highlight your skills. And for me, I've listed mine here, but I work in a very people-oriented field. And so mine is very creative and talks about some things that other fields may or may not use, like the Strengths Quest and the Myers-Briggs personality types. Now, with posting, again, think about LinkedIn as social media and try to post 1 to 2 times a week. This is how you can demonstrate that you are engaged in the work of your field, that you are knowledgeable, that you are a relevant resource within your field and your area of work. And so do try to post once or twice a week. That's a very loose kind of rule, but again, it shouldn't be every 2 or 3 years. And some tips that I learned in an MBA level marketing class are to write a 1-sentence highlight at the start of the post, because that will display with the snippet of your article. And I'll show you an example of that in just a moment. You don't want to put tons and tons of hashtags, but you do want to use a few that are relevant and would draw more people to your post. And then, if it's appropriate or relevant, you can end with a question to encourage engagement. Not a lot of people, comment on every single post, but by asking that question, you invite folks to engage with that post, which would help boost it and show more people the content that you're posting. So here is an example. You can see on the left is the full post where it shows that initial question. I broke the post up into sections and used just a few relevant hashtags at the bottom. But on the right, you can see that's how it previews on the homepage of LinkedIn. So you do see that full sentence and you can get an idea of what the article is about and why I am posting it. And then this is just another example of the same thing, the post preview on the right side with that one sentence preview. And then on the left is my actual post with the rest of the content and the hashtags that I used. This post specifically is probably the most interactions that I've had with the likes and the hearts and stuff like that in quite a while because it was very relevant and pertinent to the time when I posted it. So again, this was the quick and dirty LinkedIn basics. There's a lot more to this platform. And if you are interested, please let our committee know because I would be happy to do more of these sessions to cover some of the topics listed below and more, which are even more features that you can use on LinkedIn. So I hope that you've enjoyed this and learned something and let us know what questions you have. Thank you.